Hello, Sue. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. You sound wonderful, and we
Good.
thank you so much for joining us on Saturday. But we've been busy. We're getting people booked up, so you sound good. What I'm going to do now is going to mute your mic and continue the intro, and then we'll go live from there. Okay?
Okay, so the sound is good.
The sound is outstanding.
Perfect.
Okay.
Welcome to the Hollis Chapman Show, where we celebrate the power of words and the beauty of storytelling. Join us every week. We have conversations with authors and small business owners. We have exciting lineup of guests who will take us on a literary journey like no other. Join us as we delve into the world of authors and small business owners from diverse backgrounds and cultures, each bringing their own unique perspective and voice to the table. From thrilling memoirs to captivating fiction and business startups, our guests will share their stories, their struggles, and their triumphs, offering us a glimpse into the rich tapestry of human experience. Immerse yourself in the magic of words and discovery as we explore the global literary landscape together. So grab a cup of tea, cozy up by the fire, and join us on this adventure of a lifetime. The Hollis Chapman Show is your ticket to a world of imagination, inspiration, and enlightenment. Don't miss out on the opportunity to connect with some of the most talented and compelling voices in literature today. Tune in and let the journey begin.
Hello, and welcome to the Hollis Chapman Show. Happy Saturday, everybody. We're so excited here in Tempe, Arizona. It's raining. It's supposed to rain all day, so we're really excited. Can you hear it, my voice? Okay, so beyond that, we have a special guest here today. We love having these extra days because we have wonderful guests come in and share their stories, share their being an author, and all kinds of good stuff. I have a special guest today. She is a award-winning author known for multiple books. But her latest one is for her fearless exploration of trauma, identity, and personal transformation. Her latest book that she will talk about is about certain things. So without further ado, let's welcome to the show our special guest today, Sue Silverman. Hello, ma'am.
Hi.
Hey, thank you so much for joining us this Saturday. I know I throws a little wrinkle in your plans, but again, we want to get you all in there this month. So thank you. Okay.
Oh, it's my honor to be here. So great to meet you.
Nice meeting you too. Okay, tell us more about yourself, please, and your newest book. I know you've written multiple books, so tell us about your newest one.
Right.
Also,
So my
yeah, go
newest
ahead.
book is called Selected Misdemeanors Essays at the Mercy of the Reader. And it is a collection of 71 flash
Mm,
essays. And by flash essay, I mean something that's very short.
mm.
So they range anywhere from a paragraph to maybe about 1,500 words, maybe 2,000 maximum. So they're all short, but they are kind of linked together with the unified theme.
How did that come about? How did you sit there and say, "I'm going to write it like this"? Is there something you read before, you saw before, and said, "I'm going to give that a shot"? How did that come about?
Well, that's actually a good question. And no, it's not quite like that. So I began writing memoir. Like I've written two long narratives, like let's say about 250 pages each, with one straight narrative arc. So I wrote two books like that. And then I wrote two books that are sort of memoir and essay form, which means that the essays are longer. So after doing that, I kind of needed a new challenge. Writers always need to grow and evolve and not keep doing the same thing. And I'd been hearing a lot about this flash essay form. And I
Mm.
thought, I think I'll try that. And so it's really just a desire to keep growing as a writer and not, kind of repeating myself.
Outstanding. I know you're on a chair in Vermont. And the reason I say that, I'm from Plattsburgh, New York. So we're right across the lake from each other. If,
Oh, right.
yeah. So got a shout out to up north, the North Country,
That's right.
Vermont. Yeah. So it's great. Okay. So your name of your book is what do you mean by misdemeanor?
Well,
Using, yeah.
yeah, that's a really good question because I always want to hasten to add that when so the title, right, selected misdemeanors, these are not crimes in the legal sense. And I've never spent time in jail. So what I really refer to more are emotional misdemeanors,
Yeah.
which would be sort of transgressions, miscalculations of love, um, relationships with inappropriate men.
Mm.
Like for one example, there was one time when I was married and I was living on the Gulf Coast on Galveston Island, and my husband was out of town, and I was alone, but I was having a bit too much to drink in a bar, and I thought to myself, I think I'll get divorced. And that's not like a really good time to make a big decision when you're alone drunk in a bar. And so kind of misdemeanors like such as that. Another time I was having, I've had a lot of kind of emotional struggles in my life. And there was one time, again, my husband was out of town and I was just feeling really bad and I didn't see a way out of this depression. So I kind of checked myself into this locked kind of psych ward, thinking, oh, well, this will just fix me. Well, I've been there like maybe 2 or 3 hours, and I thought, "Oh, no, I this is not for me. I do not wanna be here. I do not belong here." So somehow I didn't understand the word locked, that it was a locked unit. So I went out into the hall and I realized that somebody had inadvertently left the door open. And I just left. I just walked out the door and the nurses came running after me, yelling my name and saying, "You can't just leave." And I just ran away. So, just kind of doing, wild, sort of inappropriate things like that. But that's sort of kind of the cool thing about this form is that this flash form, this short form, is that when you think about it, beginning writers such as myself, I mean, I did begin by writing, as I say, these long form memoirs, but most of our lives, in some ways, are really made up of these short
Yeah.
increments of time. Kind of, I think of them as small moments of beauty, miniature moments of betrayal, kind of snippets of loss, these really short moments of time, things that happen to us in between these sort of larger life events. And so that's what I was able to do was kind of capture these kind of these sort of shimmering epiphanies, just these short flashes of time as ways to kind of gain insight into our lives. So even though they're short, they can still be revelatory.
Yeah, that's great. And you brought it up, so I'm going to kind of follow it a little bit. Now, you said I'm going to get divorced as you were drinking. Did that go through, or did you change your mind when you get sober? How did that play out without getting too deep in details?
Yeah, no, we
Because
can get detailed. My
I
life
got, I
is
got, I got a divorce papers when I was drinking. So it's like, so I can kind of relate that scenario. I was sitting there going, "You got to be kidding me," and stuff like that. But I got divorced and I stopped drinking all the same week. I haven't drank for
oh,
28.
wow.
Yeah, I haven't drank for 28 years.
Wow, congratulations.
Yeah,
That's
thanks.
amazing.
So when I divorced stuff like that and getting drunk, I said, okay, that's writing on the wall. I'm done, and
Yeah,
I
yeah.
haven't drank since. So go ahead, tell how did that finish out?
Well, actually, I did end up getting divorced, but
Yeah,
actually not quite then. I sort of hung in there for a few more months, but I did decide in that moment that,
yeah,
I had this epiphany that this was not gonna work out. And to be honest, I mean, when I actually did go through with the divorce, I was very sober. But,
yeah,
yeah, but it's just I don't know, it's just these kind of we have these sort of flash moments of revelation that can come to us. And just the cool thing, as I say, is that this ability to be able to capture this in such a short essay, it's a challenge, but it's a challenge it's that I relish, and in some ways, it's kind of fun in a way too to see how many words and background and exposition you can kind of strip away from the writing and just focus on this kind of one moment in time.
outstanding. One of the questions is themes of home and belonging shape the collection of your misdemeanors. Okay, so you're not shy about